We're with Rah Crawford, world-renowned artist. Rah, where are you from? You have to tell us where you're from.
I was born and raised here in Philadelphia, actually. I've traveled around a lot in the United States and overseas as well, but I was actually born and raised here in Philadelphia.
And I understand that your father was an artist also.
Yes, he was. He wasn't a professional artist, but he did sketch a lot, and he would draw, and it was actually one of my best memories that I have. I was very young, maybe about 7 or 8 years old, when I saw a sketch that he did of my mother one morning in the kitchen. And I was amazed at the fact that I looked at this piece of paper and it was a sketch of my mother, and I looked up and it was her, and I looked back, it was a sketch and it was her. And I was just, as a child, it was my first time connecting that. And I looked at my father like he had the power to capture her on paper.
Yeah,
and it was at that
point
that I knew that I wanted to be an artist. That's what I wanted to do with my life.
So from a very young age, you knew you wanted to draw and
very young,
artist
absolutely.
And create. So you always had this creative ability in you then.
Yeah, absolutely. It was I guess I was blessed in a sense to know what I wanted to do very young. But yeah, I was very young, and that was it.
Did you draw in high school? Did you have art classes in high school also?
Absolutely. I mean, I have. I'm fortunate enough too that I always kept my sketchbooks. So I have sketchbooks that date back to early as 3rd grade, 4th grade in school. So
do you like to pull them out sometimes?
Absolutely, yeah.
I
can look at the progression of when I started doing stick figures when I was very young up until like complete finished pieces now. So it's nice to have that history.
So today the event here is Pillow Talk, and I'll pull out one of the pillows. And can you explain this artwork here?
This is actually a collaboration effort did with Jason Crook, owner of Philadelphia Home Art Garden. He was a big fan of my artwork, and he actually owns a couple pieces of my work, some original pieces. And he launched his own home decor line called Fag Tag.
This is a great store.
Yeah, he's an awesome store. And one of the main reasons why I wanted to work with Jason is because he has very unique items and he has a fantastic eye. So we looked at some of the different samples of work that I had, and we decided on using this one Warhol image. It's called Andy is my Maryland. And it's text here in the face that says Andy is my Maryland. And what that means is you pretty much know Warhol's famous for his images of Marilyn Monroe. So what I did is I like to flip that in a sense and make Andy Warhol my Marilyn Monroe, and I screen print his image often in many things.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
And I've noticed in some of your other work too, the way you do this detail, work right in here, and in different parts of the artwork that you do also. You study it and then you start to see different things there.
Yeah,
which is really interesting.
Yeah, it's a style that I call neoteric pop iconic clairvoyance. I spent 10 years developing this style. When I was younger, when I made the transition from just doing sketches and pretty cool pictures to actually realizing that I wanted to be a professional artist, I took 10 years to figure out what it is first that I wanted to say, how I wanted to say it, and I wanted my work to be very unique. So even without the name, you could travel to a different city or anywhere in the world and say, oh, that's a Rah Crawford. So I spent, like I said, 10 years of figuring what that looks like and what it feels like and how it functions. So I pretty much developed this style, which is inspired from many classic styles, a combination of graphic arts and illustration and fine art, using the words and the text inside of the forms.
So now I would like to, we'll take the pillow away, put that back. Okay. And now I would like to talk a little bit more about other things that you do.
Okay.
And your shoes. Where did your shoes go?
My shoes. Oh, I guess
not these, not the green ones right here.
I guess setting up that story, if we back up a little bit, I got this email one day, and it was from overseas, and it was kind of cute. It was in broken English, like, dear Mr. Crawford, we have been searching for you for a long time, kind of thing. And it was from a director of a museum in Belgium. The museum is called Shoes or No Shoes. So apparently she researched me and they sought me out and they sent me a packet requesting my shoes. And I just thought this was kind of strange.
Was that kind of weird?
It was just kind of weird. I just kind of brushed it off for a second. It was like, what my shoes. But once the packet came and I read about the the museum and what
significance of what
their
they're doing, right?
directive is. Yeah, they've been around for 16 years, and they collect shoes from famous artists from all over the world, from everywhere. And they are opening a brand new contemporary museum in Belgium. It's being built, and through grants and businesses that support them in Belgium. And I was solicited to send my shoes, and once it sank in, I got to see some images of the museum, and it became very real to me. Once that started happening, I felt very honored. Yeah, it was pretty exciting.
That's
it was
great.
pretty exciting.
That's
Yeah.
great. Do you have other works of art in Belgium?
No, in Amsterdam.
Amsterdam?
I do. Actually,
You have an
leaving.
exhibit coming up in Amsterdam.
I do. I leave in a couple weeks. I leave on May 16th. My exhibition opens on the 19th of May, and my work will be exhibited in Amsterdam for 2 months. So it's my second Amsterdam exhibition, and I like it over there a lot.
You gotta come back. I don't
Yeah.
want you leaving. You gotta come back. Okay, now I'm going to ask you about something else. You're working with a movie production also.
Yes,
Marvin Gaye.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about that? I know you can't tell us
Yeah,
everything,
I can
but
say
you
a
have
little bit about it. You know what? It's funny. I emailed the director, and I wanted to get like the official, I would say, comment that I'm allowed to make regarding the film. And the email read, I am allowed to say that there is a film being produced that's going to production very soon on the life story of soul singer Marvin Gaye, and my work will be featured in the film.
That's so great.
Yeah, we start production in the next couple of months, I believe.
Where will can you tell us where they will be filming it? In California?
Prague, Paris,
Paris.
yeah, and a couple of other cities. Yeah, it's coming out from HBO Films. So yeah, I'm excited.
That's
Yeah,
so
I'm excited, and I think once it comes out and everyone gets to see clearly what my involvement is in it and how that relates, that'll even be more exciting.